This essay clearly discusses U.S. tactics in Vietnam, including the safe village system, bombing campaigns, and search and destroy missions, exposing harsh realities like the My Lai Massacre. The U.S. got involved in Vietnam to stop communism from spreading. They believed in the domino theory. If one country turns communist, others will follow. Clearly, the U.S. wanted to spread its own ideas and control the region. They used their money and military to help the Vietnamese government fight against the communist forces. The U.S.-backed safe village system in Vietnam clearly failed. Peasants were forcibly removed from their ancestral lands, leading to widespread discontent. Instead of supporting the government, they backed the Vietcong, who promised land and support. The Vietcong thrived, taking over strategic hamlets and gaining strength. By 1963, they controlled 40% of South Vietnam's rural areas. After President Kennedy's assassination, Lyndon B. Johnson escalated U.S. involvement, believing a quick win was possible. He used the Gulf of Tonkin incident as an excuse to bomb Vietnam, sending over 500,000 troops and sparking a full-scale war. The U.S. launched Operation Rolling Thunder, a massive bombing campaign against North Vietnam, aiming to cut off support for the Vietcong. However, this clearly failed, and the U.S. continued to bomb heavily throughout the 1,960 seconds. The U.S. also used deadly chemicals like Agent Orange and Agent Blue, causing lasting environmental damage and harm to people. Agent Orange destroyed vegetation, while Agent Blue polluted the land, making it infertile for years. Napalm, a substance that burns deeply into skin and bone, was also used. These actions had devastating effects on Vietnam, its people, and the environment. The U.S. search and destroy policy in Vietnam was clearly flawed. It was hard to tell enemy fighters from innocent civilians, leading to many unjust deaths. The Vietcong guerrillas, meanwhile, used clever tactics like surprise attacks and tunnel systems to evade U.S. forces. They launched quick hits and disappeared into narrow tunnels, making it hard for bigger American soldiers to follow. The U.S. troops lived in fear of ambushes and booby traps, and the Vietcong's tactics gave them a big advantage. This type of warfare showed the Vietcong's cleverness and the U.S. policy's weaknesses. The Tet Offensive in January 1968 was a shocking surprise attack by the Vietcong and North Vietnamese on over 100 cities and towns. They even captured the American embassy in Saigon for 6 hours. Clearly, the Vietcong's coordinated attacks showed their strength in planning. The U.S. suffered 14,000 casualties, and the attack badly affected American military morale. The brutal scenes on TV turned public opinion against the war. Many Americans believed the war was unwinnable, and pressure to withdraw grew. Protests increased, with chants like, "Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today?" The war's direction changed forever. The My Lai Massacre was a horrific event, where American troops, frustrated by the Tet Offensive, attacked the Vietnamese village of My Lai in March 1968. They killed around 400 innocent civilians, including women, children, and elderly men, despite finding no Vietcong fighters. The soldiers were under pressure to show results, but their actions were clearly unjustified. The massacre sparked widespread outrage and shame among Americans, strengthening the anti-war movement. Protests intensified, with students burning draft cards and chanting, "Make love, not war." This led to President Johnson's unpopularity and eventual withdrawal of American troops in 1973. The U.S. lost the Vietnam War due to the Vietcong's effective guerrilla tactics, which included ambushes, booby traps, and hidden tunnels. American troops, mostly young and inexperienced, struggled in a foreign land, facing low morale and a hidden enemy. The U.S. military's conventional approach failed, and they lost local and home support. The Vietcong's strong belief in their cause and backing from China and the Soviet Union ultimately led to the U.S. withdrawal in 1973.